Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in today's video, I'm showing you how to create a moisturizing, non-greasy, rose-infused whipped shea butter. It's soft, creamy, and whipped to perfection. It also has a very nice scent. But the best thing about this whipped shea butter is that it's super quick to whip up. Want to see exactly how I make my rose-infused shea butter? Keep watching! Okay, so I'm gonna start by measuring out my oils. So first, I'm measuring out 20 grams of grapeseed oil. And then next, I'm going to add in 20 grams of sunflower oil, which is a bit heavier than the grapeseed oil, but I like the way the sunflower oil feels on my skin. Grapeseed oil, it absorbs really nicely into the skin. So these are two really great oils. So guys, by the way, if you have not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell so you're notified whenever I create a new video. So now that we have our oils, let's move on to the next step, which is infusing our rose petals into our oils. So infusing the oils is super easy, and you can use a variety of different herbs and flowers, as well as infusing methods to create your perfect infused body butter. So I love roses, which have great healing properties and a wonderful smell, so that's what I'm using. So the easiest way to infuse oil is by filling a jar with your flowers or herbs and then letting them sit in the sun about 2 to 4 weeks or longer. Or you can place a heat-safe jar in a slow cooker for about 4 to 6 hours on low heat and let the oil infuse that way. So now that my oils and rose petals are infused, it's time to strain the oil. So to do this, I'm going to use a cheesecloth, which to me is the easiest method because with a cheesecloth, I only have to strain the oils one time because the holes in the fabric are so tiny. So just cut the cheesecloth a little bit bigger than your jar and secure it with a rubber band, and you have your DIY oil strainer. And then next, just pour your infused oil into the strainer. Now I'm breaking up my shea butter into smaller pieces so that it's easier to melt. And I'm using refined shea butter for this particular butter infusion mix because I want to add my own scent and my own color. And unrefined shea butter wouldn't really work that well for this particular mix because it has both a light nutty scent and a yellowish color. So now I'm just measuring out my shea butter to make sure that my formula is correct and that I get the right texture and consistency for my final butter. So I'm using 50 grams of shea butter. And now I'm combining my rose-infused oil with my shea butter. And if you've seen any of my other videos, you can guess exactly what's next. So I'm going to place my shea butter and my infused oils into my water bath on low heat. So now that my oils and butters are completely mixed, let's move on to the next step. But before I do, I'm going to transfer my oils into a larger beaker so that I have enough room to blend all of my ingredients together. So the next step is to place my oil mixture into the freezer so that it can slightly harden. And while I'm waiting for that to happen, I'm going to measure out my arrowroot powder. And I'm using arrowroot powder to prevent my whipped shea butter from being too greasy. So I'm measuring out about 3 teaspoons. So now that my oils and butters have been in the freezer for about 15 minutes, let's see what consistency I get. I didn't want to leave it in the freezer too long because I didn't want it to get too hard. So it's a little firm and I'm going to start whipping it to see what happens. This is the beauty of DIYs. You get to play around with them until you get the perfect outcome. So whipping the mix adds a little bit of air, but it's not thick enough, so I'm going to place it back in the freezer. So now it's much more firm, and I'm going to start whipping it. So although it's whipping beautifully, I think I want to place it back in the freezer one more time to thicken it up a little bit. So this time around, it is a lot more firm, but this is going to give me the results that I'm looking for. And basically, I'm going to just keep whipping it until my texture looks and feels right. It's perfect. So now I'm going to add in my arrowroot powder, which is going to cut down on the greasy feel that the butters and oils can sometimes leave behind on the skin. And now I'm adding in my scent. So first I'm going to add in a vanilla fragrance oil, followed by an English rose fragrance oil. And next, I'm just going to give my rose-infused whipped shea butter a delightful color. So I'm adding in a little mica. And I add in a little bit at a time until I reach my desired color, but don't go overboard because a little bit of mica goes a long way. And guys, as an option, you can add in vitamin E oil, but I didn't because this delicious smelling whipped shea butter will be used by me probably in less than 2 months, so I'm not worried about it going rancid. Now that I have my finished product, I'm going to add it to my 4-ounce container. So guys, look how beautiful this came out. It's soft, creamy, fluffy, and it gives me a glow, but it's not greasy. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Products can be found in the description box below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share this video. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.